it's Holly here from Your Past is a Gift. Okay, so in this video I wanted to talk about, observing my 5-year-old and how she interacts with other children. And I know it's not all children that behave that way, but observing for most of them the last few years as she's gotten older, from 3, 4, 5, and you watch them and she's always curious about what other children are doing, whether they're older or younger. She always wants to approach and see what they're doing. And I usually find with other children younger than her, they'll do the same. They'll come and stand next to her at the park or wherever she is and watch. What is she doing? What are you doing? They're curious. But my conversation today with this is how easily a child will approach another child and not even think twice about anything. They just approach them. And as they get older, it's more about, making friendships. So who are you? What's your name? What do you do? And let's go play. And it's that easy. What are you doing? Looks like fun. Can I do that too? Let's go. But as we get older and as we become adults, we even stop making eye contact with others. We stop looking at each other because we're trying to avoid contact. And that's what we're here for. That's what has created so much sadness in the world and so much anger, because we're avoiding this contact with others. We feel disconnected. We feel separate from everyone else. If we've been through experiences in our childhood where we feel ashamed of who we are, this is one of the reasons that we don't want others to look at us. We don't want to make that eye contact. We don't smile at others. We don't say hello to others, no matter who they are. And sometimes I always think to myself, what if I'm the only person that smiles at this person today? What if I'm the only person that says hello to this person today in their whole day? What if I'm the only one and I don't do that? Many times with children, especially because I know what they're like. I know what children are like. I've worked with them for so long now. It's been over 20 years I've been teaching piano from as little as 3 and 4. And, all the way up to all the ages. But just watching them. And many times, if they come and talk to me, if they come and say hello to me, they just look at me. I will always look back and I will always smile at a child. Because in doing that, I'm acknowledging their presence. I'm not ignoring them. I'm not making them feel that they're not important. And I always think, what if I'm the only person that day that does that for that child? What if their parents are too busy running around, doing their work? They spend all day in the daycare and the carers at the daycare are busy. What if I'm the only person? And a lot of the times, it usually doesn't stop there. Usually a child will want to have a conversation with me because I've made the time to look at them and smile at them. So they come and approach me to talk to me and tell me something. It doesn't matter what it is, but they all of a sudden feel important. I feel bad when my daughters tried to say hello to someone or tried to talk to someone and they ignore her. Because I think you should never do that to a child. A child is innocent. They don't know about your problems. They don't know who you are. They don't know about the difficulties of the world, or the state of the world. All they know is that you're standing there. So adults are the same. To me, there's no difference. We are all the same. Whether we're 5 or whether we're 50, we're all the same. So think about that when you're out in the world. You've gotten up and you're getting ready to go to work, you're out in the street. Think about that when there's people that look at you or people that try to look away. Open a door for someone at a coffee shop. Just even that little gesture is acknowledging someone's presence. You're acknowledging that someone's there. And in that one moment, you're connected. You've done something for someone. You're connected. So that person will go into the day feeling better. You've done that lovely gesture for them. What a nice thing to do. They acknowledged me. You know, so think about that today. You know, I'm always thinking about cues where there's people that let you in and people that don't let you in and people that push in. And how many people get angry because of people that push in? But what if that person's in a rush? What if they're late for work? What if they're late to drop their kids off at school? They're running late. You made the time to be there on time, to have the extra time to order whatever it is you're ordering from the shop or buying from the shop, sorry. And that other person obviously is not. Let them go. When you start to feel angry, you start to feel flustered, you have to stop and think to yourself, why are you feeling that way? Why am I feeling that way? And the answer is usually because that person has just made you feel invisible. They've disrespected you. They've not acknowledged that you're standing there. And that makes everyone feel angry or upset. Because we all want to feel acknowledged. Our presence. We don't want to go through life feeling invisible. So think about that. Rather than have a go at them, you know, get aggressive and tell them off because they've cut into the queue and they're in a hurry, obviously doing their thing. Think to yourself, why am I getting angry? Rather than get angry at them and tell them off for doing the wrong thing. I put it to you, you need to start looking at yourself if you want to start healing. Start looking at your behavior. They're not acknowledging you, and that makes you angry, or that makes you sad. Maybe it makes you sad. How could they not see I'm standing here? All right, my darlings? So start to shift. Start to look at people. Start to observe other behavior around you, how people walk, how people get around. Because for the most part now everyone's on their phone. We don't even look at where we're walking anymore. Everyone's on their phone staring at a screen. That's how we've learnt to disconnect from each other. We don't even need to walk past someone and avoid eye contact. We don't even need to do that. We've got our phones now. That's our excuse for not looking at anything. We're too busy communicating there, if you want to call it that. Because to me, to be in the presence of someone, like my parents are overseas, they're far away. And for the longest time, I felt bad calling them because it made me sad. I couldn't hug them. I couldn't give them a kiss on their cheek. I couldn't hold their hand. I couldn't touch or physically see them in front of me. That made me incredibly sad. And lately I just thought I've got to get past that because I want to know how they are. I want to know how they're going. So I have to use my phone and talk to them. You know, we video chat now all the time. And my little one's learning to talk to them through there as well. But it's not the same as physically having people in front of you. It's not the same. The phone is not the same. So for those of you who do have your family close by, make the time to see them physically, not just on the phone, physically. There's something about getting a hug from your mum, a hug from your dad, or you giving one to them that makes you feel whole as a person. All right, my darlings. Remember to click like and subscribe below so you don't miss any of the messages. And I love you guys. Bye for now.